not losing much. I mean, he's been on there before, right?
Lucas is like, I'm done with you, dude. He's just not gonna watch me anymore.
You're so retarded. Damn, look, this is mean, dude.
That was such an easy win, too. I checked. Gotta get some wiener.
Chicken wiener in your ear.
Shake your wiener if you a thought girl.
Oh shit, Doki Doki literature hype! Hype!
April Fools!
April Fool's joke. Just kidding, bro. I'm gonna go play fucking Princess Barbie Club 3.
Can you watch the clip? Did you take a clip? Oh, you did clip it. Watch the clip.
I don't see any clips.
That's not even a clip, he just spammed because I'm bad. Alright. Well, I like a climax. And I like ambient noises.
Well,
and I guess
yo, what's
the universe is pretty cool, and the existence of our life, and daydreaming. It's a good time. And variance, uncontrollable. Essence. Still like the ocean. Always a good time. Auroras. Vividness. Entropy. What's entropy? Like in captured or in entropy? Entropy. A thermodynamic quantity representing the year conversion into mechanical work, often a system. Lack of order or predictability. Gradual decline. Entropy. Lack of order. Vibrant. Or vibrant. Chocolate.
Chocolate hype!
Disoriented. Unrestrained. Electricity. Imagination. Anime. Raindrops. Contamination.
You should change your stream name to Waifu Simulator 2013. Perfect name.
What's my stream title? What are you saying?
I said you should make it Waifu Simulator 2018.
I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. What up, Sayori? How you doing? I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's pretty simple. Things to get you in the good mood. Alright. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyways.
Damn, you just keep it simple, that's fun.
I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? Yeah, I love snacks. Let's go! Yay! That's not like you at all. I have my reasonings. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Where's her purse? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and opens it, and then she turns upside down and lets the contents spill out on the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. She wants me to buy her snacks, dude. What a gold digger.
What a gold digger.
Literally, this is every chick I've ever had relations with.
They're gold diggers? What the fuck? You talk so much, bro.
How'd you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the classroom. So either you're not hungry, wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you planned conveniently forgetting you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves one option. I give up. Don't want to make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Haha! Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. Hi, Yuri. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell FABuyalos to let me borrow some money.
Bro! That's fucked.
Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. It sounds like Yuri needs to, or some of the girls I've had connections with need to take an advice from Yuri. I gotta switch my game back to Doki Doki. I switched my title and not my game.
Oh, you guys switched the game in-game?
And frankly, after pulling mischievous stunt or little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. So like, she uses so many extra words. She's gotta be so smart with it. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution.
You should accept you, bro.
Or the revelation, or whatever it said. Retribution. That. Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us.
Hey,
Is it
T.
there? Yeah. What's up?
He has to log in to Epic Games and add me?
No, I think you can just legit just add each other now, and it works.
Did they fix it?
I think you just, yeah, I think you just type in his name and it'll pop up, even if he's on Xbox. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Nasuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face, and she tumbles onto the desk. What?
Yeah, bye.
This bitch got smacked by a pen or something. What was that? A cookie. Sure enough, a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution? Retribution? Actually, that one almost worked. Haha! I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction. Although, haha, Nasuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori repeatedly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. Oh, so good. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth, or clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. Haha. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Nasuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Nasuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah?
Hey T,
Do you
someone in
think-
the chat said you need to take a shower.
Yeah, probably. I'm a sweaty kid.
Yeah, that was me.
That was me. You need to take a shower, kid. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine, you fucking give me the chocolate chip cookie, little bitch, brat. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. In my mind, bitch brat. Take a shower, you weeboo.
This is it's asking me if I should allow this.
Oh wow,
or
they're
not.
getting closer. Fucking Sayori smells Nasuki's hair. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Nasuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, your hair smells so great. I get it. I get it. Cookie's still in hand. Nasuki reaches up and nudges Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Nasuki's cookie. Hey! What a fiend! She just wants the cookies. Fuck this, I'm out. Ha! Did you seriously do that? Thanks for hanging out, bro. Mouth full, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori, Nasuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Where's Monika anyways? Good question. Have you heard of anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super late, sorry. There you are. Didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monika chooses the club room over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically answers. Never mind. What held you up anyways? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. I don't really. I just kind of started recently. I always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monika. Monika looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, FABuyalos. Oh man, Monika smiles sweetly. Monika. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share. Wow, once I'm ready.
Dude, you're in.
You're in. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. Not really, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. Alright, so we're not going to the vending machine. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyways. It looks like everyone has settled down. Sayori's somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back at her book. Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey Yuri, yeah? I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Oh no, I was just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if we take some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention yourself. Not to mention yourself. Hey! We snag it.
You know, bitches love tea, right? You know that, right?
Dude, bitches always love tea.
Some of that organic tea.
Can you hold this for a second? Hey, hold this wiener. Sure. Yuri hands me over the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm gonna plug it in at the teacher's desk and then we'll go get some water. She passed me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. I'm making my chat a little smaller so I can see it. Yeah, dude, I met this awesome guy last night. He was playing Legend of Zelda on Game Boy, and he had like an emulator. But like, I definitely want to play that game because I've never beat it. It was the first game I ever owned on Game Boy Color. It came with my Game Boy Color, and
Mine was Pokemon.
Nice. Yeah, that was like, I think second game I owned. Maybe Wario World or something. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Wow, look at her long legs. Okay, may I have the water pitcher, please? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where do you think you two are off to? We're just gonna make some tea, so... I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monika. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monika, please mind your own business for once.
Ooh, the call out!
Or do you want to tell me something wrong with helping involve FABuyalos in the club activities? My mouth. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Oh man, these girls are fighting for my love. Then let's go! Yuri quickly rushes. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke with that, thinking, how could I say something like that? Yuri? Something about the way she said that, it made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri, I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monika to judge people like that. FABuyalos? How come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody is perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them. But you always amplify things in your head. Yo, what's up, bro?
Question.
What's up?
Is there a way you could get like I don't know, like I'm not trying to like sound dumb, but like is there a way you could get aim hacks in this? No, like no, I'm just saying, like this guy comes out of nowhere, right? And I'm not moving out of nowhere and just hits me with a headshot with the there's no way you can see me.
Well, like,
And-
let's say it's
Oh,
like some kind of like cheating engine.
Yeah, I believe
I'm
I believe
speculating.
it. There's definitely hackers in Fortnite. I've seen people gliding way faster than you can, and I looked it up. And there's like people also on forums like talking about it. Cause I was like, maybe I'm doing something wrong when I'm falling in Fortnite. But no, supposedly there are glitches and there's hacks. Also, there's like wall things. Like there's ways to get into the wall so that you can't even be shot at, but you can shoot out of the map. Like me and Jared died like a couple weeks ago by someone like that. They were literally in the wall, shooting at us through our builds. Yeah, it's dumb. But yeah, dude, there's definitely aim hacks. Look it up. You could probably buy it. You found Counter-Strike hacks.
I made my own hacks, but okay, yeah. So.
Oh, okay. I made my own hacks. Jared was saying, though, if you do have hacks, you see a lot of people get banned right in the beginning of the game. When you're on the bus, you get banned immediately as soon as the bus starts.
Dad, you down here?
Because of the auto detect, the hacker auto detect or whatever.
Hello? Huh?
Yeah, because like yeah, Fortnite's really good. They have like a team of people doing it. They even pay people who used to hack the game to do it.
That's crazy.
That or PUBG, one of them did it. Like they pay the game people to like anti-hack it.
Yeah, yeah. Your mind
That's okay.
turns a light rain shower into a humble hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotion. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say?
I watched him and he just
Yuri,
got
what's your
another kill and all headshots. So
Yeah, probably hack it.
Yeah, probably.
You could
Just keep
record
watching him.
it.
Keep watching him. You can even record it. I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. Feel awkward saying something like that,
Alright,
but
hold on,
I'm
I'll
doing
do
my
that,
best to
hold
help Yuri. Anyways, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walked past the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Trying to skid it. I'm trying to skid it with Yuri. Anything fine? Yeah, very well. Yuri sets the temperature of the kettle at 200. Now it's time to get the teapot. We really do this properly, don't
Okay,
you?
he
Of
just-
course. I shouldn't do anything
He has
less when I'm
5
making tea
kills
for
right
others.
now.
Even if I'm
5
not an
kills
expert
right
on
now,
tea or
all
anything.
headshots.
In
Oh my
that
God,
case,
sick.
you'll be more than impressed. Perhaps I will.
I don't
Yuri fetches the
get
teapot
this.
and begins measuring the tea levels.
Dude,
To my surprise, even
Check
starts
this.
humming a little bit too. What are they doing?
he
They're
has
hacking.
6 kills right now.
He's got 6.
Nothing but headshots.
Nothing
So,
but
I mean,
he's a hacker.
There's no way you can be that good, like not even miss one bullet.
Yeah, dude, hitting headshots in this game is just random as fuck. You must be in good mood. Is that so? Like, I don't know, is he doing the most? Does he know how to build?
No.
Alright, then he's hacking. Like,
Yeah,
Well,
just record it and record
like that
He's,
pink
he's
haired
not pushing
person,
high ground.
the pink haired person I kept fighting in Tilted, that person knew how to play the game. Like, that person was better than me, and I backed down. Because, like, twice. I backed down from them twice because they were better than me. But then they got killed by a random. So, like, obviously they weren't that good. I was letting it show. And you noticed.
He hit him with another headshot.
I was,
8 kills.
wow, dude, the kid's hacking. Report him. Can't you report him
I
from
did.
the death
Yeah,
screen? Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
And I decided that I would try to express myself a little bit. Turns out,
don't
it's
get
not
it.
very hard for me to do. When it's you, that's great.
I think it's so weird because he's hitting right at the wall.
don't push
He's shooting
yourself.
right through the wall, and the wall's hitting exactly where the person is.
Damn, dude.
So it's clearly hacks.
You're always worrying about me. Fabulous. It's very endearing. That's Yuri was kidding. Wasn't kidding. I don't know
Oh.
if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri's
He
cup of
stopped.
tea, pour a cup of tea for each of us. Fabulous. I have another question. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little easier on my back. I can
I find
read
it so weird, dude.
with my
Oh my
back
God.
against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
Hey, check this, check this. He looks on the hill. He knew where the guy was,
Lad,
dude. No way.
He's a hacker.
No. Oh my god, he sucks so much at building.
What's this
Literally, he
guy's
goes-
name?
Okay. Bona? B-O-N-A-H.
Yeah, he's a foreign motherfucker,
look.
dude. He's a hacker.
But look,
It just
so there's a chest in this
obtained
house, okay?
fairly regularly. I can
Look,
rub
no,
out
he's
your
in
pain, Yuri, if you really need me to. What's up,
No.
Brad?
Alright, he's in retail, okay? And there's a house with a chest in there, okay? And he doesn't even try to go get the chest. He instead, and there's no one on top of the hill, no one was shooting at him. He goes over and builds a little hut, and then pushes up on the hill, and then he sees the guy, and then pushes him. But he was peeking the hill the whole time, so he knew where he has wall hacks, dude. It's crazy. Like, it's not even funny.
So, like,
So obvious, bro.
I believe it.
I'll try to send you a Snapchat video.
I wonder why that is. It's mostly likely because your posture, right? It's always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture, so that's why I should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. A bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I'll take it, since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, holding each half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer together. Our bodies, bro, they're close as fuck together. I can't
you're gonna get some bad pussy.
see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus reading like this? How am I supposed to focus reading like this?
Dude, are you trying to cook yourself?
Yuri slides closer. Our shoulders are touching.
No way, he just got another kill.
Yuri was kind of cute, but she's being less apprehensive. It's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri's hand used my teacup. Holding it with her hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I managed to relax a little. I briefly let go of the book and finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. If she touches the waiter, she'll get smudges on the pages.
Bro, it's like, you got a little bit of a, pre-jizz,
No, I'm posting a snap.
What's this,
I gotta get more follows, bro. Or I gotta, my Snapchatters were like, what the fuck are you playing? Like all my friends. And I'm like, nothing.
Don't worry about it.
I'm like, I lost a bet. No, yeah. I'm just sending it to everybody. Alright, we're good. Sorry, guys. I didn't even think about it like that. My bad. No need to apologize. This is so clickbait right now. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have to have any harder time reading it. from it. But as a result, her left arm practically resting on top of my leg. Oh!
Bruh, she's touching the dick. Bruh, she wants your D.
I know, dude.
Look at that face, man. That's the face of a person who wants D. Uh-oh.
Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading it. I'd take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth, and then I'd take another chocolate and hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book.
What the?
She simply parts her lips as if this situation is completely natural. No way, dude! I'm just about to eat chocolate from my hand. This is like the real deal.
Bro, what are you gonna do?
She parts her lips as if the situation is completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks.
Evan, I swear to God, if you send me another video
Yuri
on
looks at
Snapchat
me.
about
She
you
needs to
playing
confirm.
some dumb anime stuff, I swear to God, I will never talk to you again, and I'm blocking you on Snapchat. You're annoying the shit out of me right now. Like, on the real, bro.
I'm sending it to you, bro.
Did you really just send me another one?
Yep.
That's it. I'm done.
Blocked.
I'm done.
I'm blocked.
Nope. Done.
Yuri
Guys,
looks
I'm not
at
even-
me.
Nope.
She needs to confirm what just happened.
Hey, watch. Try to send me another one. It's gonna say, it'll send when I add you back as friend. Watch this. You think I'm joking? I'm seriously not. I'm so done with you. You like seriously just piss me the fuck off. I'm not even gonna open these.
Bro, that's fucked up.
That's fucked up, bro.
That live on
I'm
stream,
so done.
You fucked it. Oh.
You should have sent me it. You shouldn't send me that. I told you not to, but you did it anyway. So I'm not adding you back.
You fucked. Bro, that's fucked.
That's his fault.
Roscoe, I'll add you on Snapchat.
Bro, all you'll get is
I guess I shouldn't have done that.
Depression.
Well, you were
Hey,
just
Roscoe.
helping. That's something
I'll
friends
type my
do, right? I mean,
Uh,
not really in this kind of context,
Alright, add me on Snapchat, Roscoe. I typed in the Discord.
but that's all it was.
T, don't even try to add
Don't
me
even
back.
try to add me. You don't need to stop or anything. I see it. The situation has really gotten tense. Dude, I asked those guys that I was like in their stream last night, because they have affiliate and everything, and I was asking them about getting affiliate. And one of the guys said he got the affiliate in 2 days of streaming. Like, just started streaming and got an affiliate in 2 days. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Like, but one thing they said was Discord. Like, a lot of people don't like hearing Discord, like, chats, which is weird. I never even thought about that. So you say Chapter 2. Is this Chapter 2? I was doing...
I think this is chapter. I'm not sure. We did like the 2 poems already. No, I fucked up.
Yuri tries to return the book, but I can't tell her expression that she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did they even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. They do.
Oh my god, this guy knows.
I notice her chest rising and falling into the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. This is literally like a porno, dude. Like
This is
before
the
Yuri
first time
parts her
playing
lips.
it, so, yo, prepare for this, chat.
But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth again, dude. With the chocolate.
Bro.
This guy is hardcore, dude. I
Dude, you
feel
should
her
take
hot
pictures of
breath
the
on my
ice.
fingers.
You should do
This
in
is
real
getting
life,
intense. Monika has to step in. Monika,
Where's Monika,
Yuri
chat?
jolts back. It's time to share the poems. Fabulous, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri packs up the tea cups from the floor, picks up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up, and not a word between us. I get the feeling that this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Alright, I'll show, since I'm already in it with Yuri, I'll just show her my poem. Let's see what you've written so far. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Fabulous. This one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try it with more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. Oh god. Sweaty hands. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I often have patience with her. Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying it? You've never shared your writing before? Maybe not? Really? I don't believe it. Stop putting the poor girl on the spot! I really only write for myself. Yes, besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri. Huh? Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyways, do you want to share your poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. Oh, fuck your handwriting, dude. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was, slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught off by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. Or unordinary human, I think, yeah. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread. My subconscious, well aware of the consciousness, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The exciting beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hunger, curiosity, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phases and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. Wow, this girl's really into the knives. It's kinky, dude. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of the raccoon's friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoons become excited, or the raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently. But my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Polovia conditioning, I think. Polovia R? I don't even know that word. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. I think it's Parlavonia. I'm looking it up. Don't know the word. Polymer. Yo! I don't even know. I'm skipping it. I can't read the handwriting. Let's go with the or with the follow! Monica! Monica with the follow!
Monica?
Monica! Monica! Monica with the follow! I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday. I could see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what the poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, too. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah. If it's at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more usual hobbies. It's those sort of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So sometimes I enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people wouldn't make fun of me, or would make fun of me. Do you have anything like that, FABuyalos? Well, I guess so. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably embarrass myself. I probably would hate myself. I might be ranting a little, but I'm glad, by now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening, wiener. There really aren't many people like you, FABuyalos. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. Entertain us, peasant! Monica's the best girl. Writing gibberish so nobody understands its true meaning. But now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. Or you're to thank for that. It's nothing really. Yuri smiles sincere at me. Just for a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Get her timidness. Alright, we'll show it to Monica because she's smart. Hi again, FABuyalos. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not gonna be bad. I'm happy you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here we go. Gave my poem to me. Alright, this one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. Welcome to Team Fortress 2. After 9 years in development, we hope it was worth the wait. Dude, the aim assist in this game ruins it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up the pen. I noted that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns inside of her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that little head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still defending her like that. You must be pretty into her. You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Fuck. Yeah, a fictional one anyways. Anika kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but... well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyways, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless canopy of meaningless noise. Noise, it won't stop. Violent, granting waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on the turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. What the fuck? It's even more abstract than your last one. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really... I kind of like playing with nice space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can not only change the mood or totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines, really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression or feeling. God, you guys are going in. That. Lord Gaben is the best Doki. I don't know why that was being held. Sorry that didn't pop up right away. After 9 years, wait. To be honest, the last 10 years have also been in development. It's just a huge open beta. When its beta is finished, we get Life 3 afterwards. The beta is finished. They port it to Source 2. Like DayZ, it's still in early access, but after being out for more than 5 years.
It's true.
Fortnite. Dude, it's like the Fortnite beta all over again. After about 5 millenniums, minimal Left 4 Dead 3. Dude, there's a new game I saw last night that's coming out. Like, a riff of Left 4 Dead, Skyrim, and Doom, all put together. It's like hand-to-hand combat. It's made by the creators of Dead Island, or not Dead Island, Dying Light, which I think is also the creators of Dead Island. But so putting it that way. But the block system is like really good. Like you can be in a dungeon blocking, like you have to block for combat, and it's like sick.
Sure, was it a prank?
Putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Nika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing difficult decisions. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected might happen. Yesterday was April Fool's Day, bro.
Yeah, you could've got cooked by them.
Wait, is this tip even about writing? Yeah, I know I'm getting cooked, dude. It's the second. I slept through all of April Fool's. What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Suki. Well, if it's not any worse than your last one, but I can't say it's any better either. What? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey! Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's not right. Tell something, miss the point. Or Nasuki missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Fuck. I'm dying. I'm dying! How can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That's a little unnecessary. But I think of it this way. If you weren't for me, she would probably just fly away, like letting go of a balloon. Trap Suki. This little trap bitch, dude. She's a trap. I can't even talk to this girl. She's too young.
Too young.
I mean, she's mature and kind of cute, but she's too young. You could say we take care.
She's like, you know, she just maybe.
She said she was a first year. She's a freshman, bro. This girl's like not even 16 yet. You don't turn. What? You don't even turn 16 till you're like a sophomore or a junior.
Oh no.
This girl's a trap, dude. She's 14.
Run, bro.
Run, dude. You could say we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah? I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem now. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I've heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chores, my heart would pound. To the rhythm of her words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. What a weirdo. One time, I hurt my leg real bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders. So her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has one or other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. This is literally like a rant about Yuri. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyways, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I'll have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks my that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easier to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But it's just people, it just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Huh? That's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. People shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I would doubt wouldn't doubt she has some weird hobbies. This bitch likes knives! Yuri likes knives. She's all about that knife play. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Misuki has trouble finding her words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. She feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure, and Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it sounds, I don't even know, sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she appreciates the message in your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. Sorry, knife versus Yuri. Knife versus MC. Knife win. Monika wins every time. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Monika is just like the winner because I don't get to like impress her with my poem. Or like when I'm writing the poem, there's only the 3 other girls. So is Monika my soulmate or something? But I want to make people think. Or is she's just out of my league. Monika's just out of my league. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for you tomorrow. So look forward to it. Alright, Sayori. Oh, I like this one, Fabulous. It has some nice feelings. Oh, I'm glad. Does that mean you're better off than yesterday? Or it's better than yesterday's? I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out poems, if they're good or bad. But that's just why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's how it exactly works. And I guess conveying your feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like to do in the first place. Or I don't even know what kind of writing you like to do in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try to, or giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. Ultimate trap, Naisuki! Tits so flat, they cut your hands when you touch them. That shit's fire, dude. But she's got a pretty skirt and tiny hands. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt by it at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyways, let's see. I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes sad poems. Sometimes a little of both. What in the world am I looking for? Bittersweet, yeah. Like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes, when you're having a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help. Or give the rain cloud a little hug. It makes a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Fabulous. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp? Like a lid of a cookie jar. I pop off my scalp like a lid of a cookie jar. What the fuck? It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. little balls of sunshine. What the fuck? All rubbing together. My speaker just fell on my mouse. Together like a bundle of kittens. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle, all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle, a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down it comes, a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. My friend after friend, or friend after friend. More bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow the dust off the bottles, the caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up, and in comes my friends. In they come. Such a hurry. In such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically put them from the shelf, pull them from the shelf, one after another, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends. My friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Yeah. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monika taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Weird. He thought every poem was a chapter. He's written 1 or 2 poems. 2 poems so far. That poem wasn't happy at all. That poem was like fucking crazy. She was dropping bottles. It's because her friends are stealing me away from her. I think that's the metaphor. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point, it came out good. You should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself. It even helps me understand my own feeling a little bit better. Writing is magic. I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. I'm pretty passionate about this one. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it off no more than a week later. I wonder if this one is one of those times. But the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today. If everyone would come sit in the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something like this for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good. Just in a few days. Well, I'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with the last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Larry has been working on the posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay. That's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're gonna be performing! Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're gonna have a poetry performance. Each of us are gonna choose a poem to recite during the event. By the way, have you played Undertale? I know it came out in 2015, but it's still a good game. I definitely watch a blind stream if you want to do one.
Undertale's like a game on Steam. It's pretty good, I heard. It has great music in it.
Is it free? Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also...
It's like $11 on Steam, and that's cheaper probably for you or you're American, right? So it's probably gonna be cheaper.
It's got a lot of replayability? Okay. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite the poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't. You didn't already start putting up the posters, did you? Well, you did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm gonna be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Suki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagine it. Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Nasuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask of them to recite their poems out loud for the whole room of people. Is there gonna be stream sales? Isn't there gonna be Steam sales? Yeah, I mean, and sometimes there are. Also, it's, what, Easter? There might be a Steam sale right now.
True.
I'll gift it to you if you want. It's not that big a deal. I'll look at it. I gotta finish one game at a time though, or it gets overwhelming.
You have to like play all the games at once.
I know. Then I just like won't finish any of them if I just start a whole bunch of games.
Yeah, that's something. Yeah, that pirate game you played. Oh boy.
Yeah, it took a couple days to finish. I guess this is my Steam right now. Actually, it's my actual Steam user is if you ever want to play CS or something. I think that's it actually. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud for a whole room. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start an event and each puts on a good performance, then it'll inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if it takes, and if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Suki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that just leaves me with no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do, guys, is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Nasuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get over it. Alright! Phew. Thanks, Nasuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone's expectant faces. Guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri! This club is seriously gonna be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyways, let's move on to the main event. I want each of us to choose a poem of yours. We're gonna practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monika. This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off and help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monika flips her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. This little poem is The Way They Fly. Monika begins reciting the poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. Monika. It's more than that. Her infection is pristine. What is it? Her inflection is pristine.
Hey T, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm tired. I have to go.
Alright, dude.
Good night. Bye.
I'm gonna probably end at the third poem. She knows exactly. Goodbye, sir. I'll see you later. Sorry I got on so late. She knows exactly how to apply emotions behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. There's one other account that shows up. Damn, you can't find me? I can add you. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply just a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Or Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monika finishes reciting. 4 of us applauded. Monika takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monika! Or Monica! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? It should just be... I'm looking right now. I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches the sheet of paper between her hands and stands up, keeping her head down. Look at these beautiful girls. She walks quickly over to the podium. This one's called... He anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transformed into sharp syllables of fierce and a confident woman. Wow, this woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in structure that accentuated with perfect timing. Alright, sorry dude, I'm still trying to add you. Wait, are you? No, wait, no, that's not you. Add friend. Okay, there's a couple that come up. There is Fireman, and the name under it is Tristan, and it's got a picture of Bender. There's a Fireman that's got a Magic the Gathering, like Gensu or whatever, and it's like from Australia. See, but none of these are the Fireman. Oh, the Fireman United States. Steam community. It's got a picture of a dragon flying, but there's two of them. I can't pull up my screen view, sadly. It hasn't been working lately. Or my window capture. If I can window capture just my Steam. No, I can't get it to pop up. I think this is you. I'm just gonna send you a friend request. Wait, let's look at your games real fast. Let's see what games you have. Wait. I'm confused. Called Bjorn the Bear. The game, Bjorn the Bear. Seeing if you have it part of your games. I don't see it on here, so I don't think this is you. Space Fireman? I can't find it, dude. I can't find you, bro. Sorry. We'll go back to the game. The poem is full of twists and turns, structure that enunciates with the perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire of Yuri's whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she finishes. Everyone is done. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she's bewildered, even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we're caught off guard that she must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thanks for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks over. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to each other. Imagine you're reciting to yourself in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way, or the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem, it's aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's sincere and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, but hearing, hi, Galaston. Are you Japanese or is that Korean? Is it? Cool. Korea's pretty dope. Have you ever come to the States or done any, like, have you gone to school here or anything? But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives a whole new meaning. Did you write 2 poems? Yeah. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Never went to another continent apart from Asia. Sweet. Part of my English, because it's my first language. No problem. I went to Cambodia and Vietnam. What? That's dope. I currently live in Hong Kong. Wow. That's pretty sweet. Were you old enough to remember? Recently? That's pretty cool. I've been, like, seeing things about Vietnam. It looks pretty dope. My friend actually went to Vietnam and he said it's like super cheap there. He's living there right now. He's been doing it for a year, and they were saying like they could get everything, like his like taxi or his like apartment that he's living in is literally like $10, or like maybe it's like $50 for the month. Like super cheap. Like ridiculously cheap, like that cheap, like $60 or $70 for a whole month to live in a place, which is crazy. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Evan liked it, or Fabulous liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out so nice, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits really nicely, but it might be the other poems, but it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. Who is your favorite character only by judging on the outlook? I like Yuri. But what's her name is pretty cute, but she's too little. The one that's about to read. Then next time, I'm gonna make you pick your poem called, or to challenge you a little more. We don't have that much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Now who's next? Nasuki. Yeah, Nasuki. Don't make me go before FABuyalos. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyways. Alright, it's not like I can compare to you guys anyways. Might as well let FABuyalos lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Nasuki! It's fine, it's fine. My fave was Nasuki. Yeah. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and then step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes making me feel terribly awkward. Oh man! These women. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put the energy into it. Despite that, once I finished, I received applause anyways. I'm sorry for not really being as good as everyone else. Yuri's too tall for me. Every girl here are all wearing color lenses for STH. I know, they all have contact lenses that are colorful as fuck. She's just so dreamy. She's so dreamy. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence. It's just like... that kind of girl in high school. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. It just leaves you, Nasuki. I'm going. Nasuki, begrudedly, or begruinly, I can't even say the word, gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. Begrudgingly, it's called. Why are you looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyways, the poem's called Jump. Nasuki takes a deep breath. Once she starts reciting her poem, her attitude disappears a little. While she's still unenthused by her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. What a begrudging, what a long word. Yo, this game, I've already seen words like I've never seen in my life. Haven't read this much since college. word feels like they all bounce up and down. That's giving me life to poem. Yeah, they were like, oh, there's voice actors in this. You don't even have to read. Literally haven't heard any of them say a word. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite the poem in front of the class? I mean, doing it in front of other people will always be easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Asuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how I feel, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want you to thank everybody for coming through. I played this game in Korean because the words are too freaking hard. It's just like a lot of the words the girls use, it's like they wouldn't actually be like a conversation you'd have with someone. It's just like some of them like put extra words in there, and it's like, or like when you're talking to Yuri, she's like so smart, it's like no one actually talks like that. It's like, who talks like that? It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick up the poem and get enough practice before the festival. I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Wow. No problem. Okay, everyone. I think it's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning out tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday is the big day. I can't wait! I can do this, I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monika, but I'll try my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club. As impressing Monika, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going to home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal about it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Fabulous, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. Have you played this other game? Someone recommended it. They said it's $10. Let's see. Undertale. Nice. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual. Sayori. Sorry. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, Sayori fumbles on her words. So let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question's that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well... Walking home with Yuri? Huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. Jeez. There's not even a point to speculating something. That's never gonna happen. Well, I just like to think about it. It's not long before, wait, what'd she say? Before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori. I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Everyone's different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me in such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. That decision, no, I shouldn't. That decision. I didn't know it's gonna be such a big deal, that decision. Who knows what's happening next time. Fuck. Should I keep playing?